Welcome to Daily Plunge. We are in the book of Joel, the prophet, chapter 3, verses 1 through 8. The Lord promises, I'm going to restore my people. I'm going to redeem them. And, the fortunes of Judah and Jerusalem. And so what the Lord is talking about is bringing justice. And he says, what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather all those nations that abused you. And I'll bring them on down to the Valley of Jehoshaphat. Now, the Valley of Jehoshaphat is the Kidron Valley outside of Jerusalem. It is the scene of many apocalyptic visions. And Jehoshaphat is an old Hebrew name, really, for God, that the Lord who judges. And so he's saying that you're going to come to the Valley of Judgment. And what God is going to do, says, I'm going to put them on trial. I'm going to put them on trial for what they did to my inheritance. Now, this idea of inheritance gets used throughout the Old Testament and the New, but especially Old, about how God's people are his special treasure. They are his inheritance, his prized possession. And so it's like you got Papa Bear coming after the people who messed with his people, because they scattered my people. And then I want you to read real carefully this passage. They cast lots for my people. They traded them with dice, one after another. They traded the boys for prostitutes, and they sold girls for wine to drink. Now, this reference is to human trafficking. It is a reference to the sexual exploitation of children. Please be clear on that. And so it's part of the reason why he's saying he's going to bring all this hurt, because of the absolute wicked evilness that these nations have perpetrated upon the nation of Israel, that they took innocent children and did such wicked, vile things to them and cast them away from their parents and their family off to the far lands. And so he says, Tyre and Sidon and Philistia. I mean, this is really the Gaza area along the Mediterranean Sea where the Philistines were. Yeah, that's what these, and Tyre and Sidon, a little bit north, maybe into Lebanon. But that's what we're talking about here. And he says, you have something against me, like I've done something against you. Are you repaying for me for what I've done to you? Yes, I've pushed you aside because you are wicked, evil pagans who think nothing of the cost of sin that you perpetrate upon others. And I'm bringing that on you. I'm going to bring it down in your own heads, because you took the treasures of my temple, the silver and the gold, but really it's the treasure of his people. And you sold my people of Judah and Jerusalem to the Greeks, far off north, right? And you scattered them as far as you could. See, I'm going to rouse them out of their place. I'm going to restore them. And then I'm going to send your sons and daughters down to the Sabians, or Sheba, otherwise known as Cush, or northern Ethiopia, far away. And so the Lord is saying, I'm going to swiftly and speedily. Thing is God, when it happens, it's going to happen speedily. But we know that when God does things, it doesn't always happen in our timeline. But God promises his justice. His justice will come, and it will be complete. And that's one of the blessings of the Lord, is that there is justice for evil, that evil does not go unpunished. It is the fulfillment of God's promises to us, that there is justice. Well, thanks, friends. Have a blessed day.